Welcome back to another episode of the Bills Podcast.
Yeah. We're not doing the thing anymore.
No, that was dumb.
Yeah, it was
dumb.
I thought it was cool for a second on the first time we did it.
Yeah.
And then we did it for the next 2 episodes as well because we recorded those all in the same time frame.
Yeah.
And yeah, listening to it back was a little, what are we doing here, folks?
Yeah. Viewership has been down.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're done with that lame ass stuff we were doing there. Intro. Go ahead.
Viewership's actually not down though.
It's not.
Viewership's been.
Yeah, you guys are killing it.
Yeah.
So intro will be coming at some point. Yeah, we just have to figure out what we're gonna do for that.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna turn more like this way.
I know.
I feel like that's a better look.
Yeah, we've gotten.
This is all trial and error.
Yeah, we've gotten a couple comments about what we're doing wrong and what we're doing right. And,
Yeah. Shout out to Emilio. Emilio's been a big help too.
Emilio for sure.
I don't think he listens to the podcast, but
he listened to those first couple when he was editing.
Oh yeah,
them
when he was
for us.
editing it for us. Yeah, he listened to a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's talk about.
Get straight into it.
We're just gonna dive right in here. This is a touchy subject, not for the people that are probably gonna listen to this, but like the people who listen to this are gonna be on our side about it.
Oh yeah.
But I went today to go put some money on some ammo that I have on hold for duck season. And don't get me wrong, like I'm shooting some of the expensive stuff, so it's like it's upwards of $40 a box. And I got to buy 2 cases, one for me, one for my brother. And it's $1,000. California just passed a law starting July 1st. There's a new 11% tax on guns and ammo in California.
Yeah.
So not only does my ammo, like just the ammo itself is like $800. Plus California's 7% sales tax puts it at like $900-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to pay another $90, $100, call it $100.
Almost $100, yeah.
For the ammo. That's like it's already expensive.
Yep.
So when COVID hit, because I was working at Turner's, like right after COVID hit, and when that happened, there was a shortage of powder and primers, so the price of everything went up. Well, all these ammo companies are like, oh cool, we can get this money for it. Prices are never going back down.
Yeah.
So now, like, you used to be able to go buy a flat, which is 4 boxes. It's like usually it's Target ammo or like Dove Lows or something.
I don't know why I was.
I think I have mine on my head too.
Yeah, you do.
And it was like $25. You paid no more than like 30 for a flat. And it's like Target stuff. So that's like $7-8 a box.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. And at the time that was pricey.
Yeah.
Now for a flat, for Target stuff, $60 minimum. $15 a box.
Yeah. I got the SIG.
Yeah.
So you put your deposit down.
After
Literally,
you.
no, you put your deposit down. You just picked it up after me.
Yeah.
Yeah, your whole schedule thing kind of screwed you on that one.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of far. Yeah, so I put my deposit down, and the day that I could pick it up was, so they told me about the 11% coming, and then the day I picked it up was the day that was the last day that you could put your deposit down and not have to pay the tax. And I remember I was in there.
Well, you had to have it paid off and picked up.
Yeah, you have to. You have to exactly pay it off and pick it up before that date.
Yeah.
Like even if you paid it off and left it there, at least that's what he told me at the counter. If you pay it off like over the phone or whatever, I don't even know.
Yeah.
How you would pay it off and just not get your gun.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you'd have to pay the tax.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I put mine in on the 10th. So I picked it up on the 20th, so it was 10 days
Yeah.
until the friggin' tax kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And I called you that day, and I was like, hey, like, there was like 40 people in this store that day.
Yeah.
Like, they stayed open an hour and a half later.
Yeah.
To let everybody put their deposits down on their guns, because, like, obviously gun stores don't agree with it.
No.
Like, their sales are going down.
Yeah.
So
So, like, when I used to work at Turner's, we'd have days like that. Those used to suck, where you'd be in there an hour and a half after, and then you do a gun count, and you're a gun short. Like, one person's a gun short. So everybody has to recount, figure out where you're missing a gun or something. Yeah. Those days used to suck.
Well, and I can't remember. I can never remember the guy's name.
Mark.
No.
Rishi?
So Mark is the older guy, right?
Yeah, Mark looks like Gimli.
Yeah, okay. So Rishi had worked like 3 12-hour shifts freaking back to back to back. Like, this fool's freaking back there sucking down Celsius.
Yeah, Rishi, that dude don't stop.
Yeah. And he's just going.
Yeah.
And like, he's helping 3 of us at once.
Yeah.
Cause he's like
he's gotten really
3
good.
different computers. And I know you, like, back in the day, you had trained them or something.
Yeah. So I helped Rishi big time on the gun counter. Rishi is like, that dude's like ADHD to the max. Mm-hmm. Like, that dude's nuts. He doesn't stop going. But when he like slows down, he's like down for the count. But yeah, he's actually gotten really good the last couple times that I've gone in there and talked to him and everything. Like, he's doing really good for himself over there. But yeah, so this 11% tax, and it's not just like it's inflation period. I know, I do the same thing.
Yeah. So a couple times in a row now we forgot to bring the notepads out. So we've been kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And then we put the notepads back in front of me, and I can't stop touching the pen.
I'll do it all. Yeah. I'll do the whole time. Sit there and just. So like, just inflation in general in California is brutal.
I don't even know if it's just California though.
Well, I mean, California feels it more because everything's already expensive in California. Yes. Like, gas is finally starting to come down to like $4 a gallon, whereas 3 months ago, we were paying closer to $5, like $4.50 on a good day.
See, I don't ever really get gas, to be honest with you, because I have the company truck, and then, which kind of screws my wife because she always has to get gas because it's always like at the worst possible times. And if I get in there and there's less than half a tank, I'm like, what are you doing? But, so yeah. No, I mean, I don't pay attention to the gas prices when I'm using the card.
Well, I do.
I don't go to Chevron when I swipe the freaking card though. No. I'm like,
the company's gonna be mad about that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we get gas at Costco, so it's cheaper anyways. Like, Costco.
Yeah, you guys live closer though.
Costco gas is usually a little bit, it's 5 to 10 cents cheaper than pretty much anywhere else. But like, even my hunting license and everything this year, I paid almost $400.
Yeah.
Like,
and you know, I'm sure like a lot of our viewers are like, well, why is he taking a year off? And still, like, they just started the hunting podcast and now he's going to take a year off. Well, okay, it's not a hunting podcast solely.
Yeah.
We talk about a lot of different things over here. And then, yeah, that's why. I mean, I just had a baby 2 months ago. And I mean, that's a lot of money just to drop on ammo and license.
Yeah. Because, like, last year I paid probably, like, around $300 for everything. But, so a couple years ago, and I mean, granted, it's all going to good causes, but, like, a lot of this stuff we're paying, I don't get why we're paying so much more for. Because still, when the refuges open, they're not going to be entirely filled because there's going to be a shortage on water because California doesn't know how to retain water and store water. So we just dump everything back out to the ocean, and then we get into a drought, and it's like, oh, we have no water. Well, guess what? When it rained and flooded the entire valley 2 years ago,
all of 99 from like Galt to freaking Elk Grove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like everything's flooded. Okay, well let's retain some of that water. Let's keep some of that water. Let's build a place to store this water. That way when we have a drought, we can still get water to the farmers that need it for their ag.
Mm-hmm.
And we can also get water to other places like the refuges that the birds need to breed on. And it's just everything, dude. There's water inflation. There's gas inflation. There's
yeah, so we're going to talk about all these subjects and stuff.
Yeah.
I have no solutions. I'm just like there's a lot of people out there in California that should be a lot smarter than me and thinking about things like this.
Yeah.
And how to like actually solve the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like every year it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even, the gas taxes to pay for our roads. Like, have you driven down 99 or?
Oh, dude, I drive like driving through from Fresno, from Bakersfield to Merced.
They've been doing that road work since I was like 10.
Yeah.
Like, I mean that, yeah. Now, I remember, so, my mom lived in Elk Grove, Sacramento area, like my whole life. So like they would come down, pick me up, take me back. Well, 99 through like Stockton and all that and Galt, like from Stockton to Galt was in construction from probably the time I was like 8 years old.
They just finished that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember like coming home on leave, going to visit my mom, and they're still doing the same construction that they were doing like back when we were doing drop-offs.
Dude, they were still doing that construction when I was working in Stockton last year.
Yeah.
Like the whole 99. Why can't we get this construction done?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's nuts. And then you go like, so in Southern California, close to like Arizona and stuff, they've been doing road work down there. They busted that out in the last 4 months.
It's probably on the other side of the border.
No, it's on the California side. But no, even in Arizona, like there's a couple strips in Arizona where they've completely repaved in the last 2 months. Like miles of Interstate 40.
They have, there's a billboard now. So I'm coming back from Stockton every day.
Yeah.
And there's a billboard somewhere like right outside of Ripon. And I can't remember the exact figures. I'll have to get it. And like we'll just post it on the Bills friggin' Instagram or something, because I'm always sitting in traffic right there anyway, so I'd easily be able to get a picture. But it's like we pay like $1.50 more of a gas tax than like the next highest state.
Yeah.
Like it's, I mean, insane numbers.
I can't wait every week until I'm so excited to get into Arizona and watch the gas prices drop $1 once I cross over into Arizona. Because right now it's like 2 or like 3.05, and I have the Loves app, so I can get 10 cents off every gallon. So I pay like $2.95, $3.05 depending on where I'm at.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, we do it through the 7-Eleven. Like I've been a member from like when I was in the Navy in like 2014. I get like a promotion like every month for like 25 cents off or something like that. And I'm like, if you fill up anywhere besides there or freaking Costco, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
Like even Arco's not cheap anymore, which is wild to me.
Yeah. Which Joey's mom and stepdad, when they were in Tennessee, they used to get gas at Kroger, which is like the Costco of, it's like Sam's Club.
Okay.
Back there. And they have gas and everything like that. With the promotions they had through Kroger, they filled up her car for like $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I was telling you, so I don't, like my senior year, I can't remember, like right after graduating, how much gas was in California, but I want to say it was around like $3.20 or something like that. Which today we would be like, oh Lord, thank God. Yeah. Like, but then I get to Virginia, and gas is $1.70.
Yeah.
And I'm like, like even 10 years ago, we were getting screwed in California.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I don't know how people like down in LA drive.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some like $7, $8.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like Catalina Island prices.
Yeah. And like, not even that, but you drive on an LA freeway, there's traffic all times of the day. At all times.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain parts of my drive, like when I go down to the office and stuff for work, that I have to take back roads to get around it, because for a strip of 2 miles, it's going to take you an hour to get through.
Yep.
It's like, that's crazy. It's
that's
nuts.
That's what Rippon's turning into as well.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to turn Ripon into like Elk Grove or something.
I don't know why.
And it's like,
nobody in Ripon wants that.
no. I saw something that like in that area between like Ripon and Stockton,
Mm-hmm.
they're talking about building like 20,000 homes. And like, okay, cool. For first time buyers, like awesome. But like, have you tried to drive through there?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't. Like, I mean, my drive in the morning, I still hit traffic going through Ripon in the morning.
Yeah.
Like 6:15 in the morning, and it takes me 45 minutes to get to Stockton. And then in the afternoon, it takes me like an hour and 15 to get home. Like, you add like 30 minutes.
So I-5 up by, like coming from Patterson to Tracy, they're building a ton of new homes right there. And they've already built a ton of new homes.
Yep.
And it's like, bro, that area's already so packed.
Yeah.
And all of those people, all those homes are going to be people moving from the Bay Area to get a cheaper house.
Yep.
Because there's no way you're buying a house in the Bay Area unless you've got 6 incomes and you're making 7 figures.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts to live. Like all my family that lives in San Jose and Hollister and stuff, like they're all my cousins still live together.
Yeah.
They all have full-time jobs.
And that was a house that was bought way back. Like your grandma bought that house
Yeah.
years ago.
That's the only way that's the only way that like my aunt and uncle can afford that.
Yeah.
Is because they've had that house for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
But my cousins that just bought houses in Hollister, like my cousin Marky has multiple people that live with them full time.
Yeah.
Multiple income. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah. I don't even see the appeal. Like,
no.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, we got to have Ted back on to actually like deep dive back into like cuz I mean, when we moved to Houston, I was 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And the population was like 4,953. I remember the sign.
Yeah.
And it's just growing and growing and growing.
Yeah.
So like, and obviously I don't know, like I can kind of explain like infrastructure problems, but like not like he can, right?
Dude, so me and Joey were driving down Hatch probably a month ago, going to her dad's house. And you know those houses, there's that Christian school right there.
Yeah.
And then all the new houses that he just built right there, they built those houses quick.
Yeah.
Super fast.
But they're literally on the market. They have that one show home that is the first one put up, and then they're on the market for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's all Bay Area people, like, yeah.
And it just sucks for like us that live in the valley, because then our roads get more congested because everybody's going to go right back to work in the Bay Area. They're not going to move from the Bay Area
and then work here
and
for our wages.
Work here for our wages, because our wages, we can't, like, you can't keep up working here, trying to live here. The same thing in the Bay Area. You can't keep, like, you're making way more money getting out of the valley, going to the Bay Area. And it's still, like, it doesn't amount to anything out there. But you move back here, you can make it go a little farther. Mm-hmm. But it's hard, it's a struggle for us that live in the valley and work in the valley.
Yeah.
To be able to put something together.
Yeah, which I feel like that's a good segue into, like, what I was talking to you about earlier.
Yeah.
You can't, and I've mentioned it on the podcast. We haven't gone like deep dive into it really at all. Mm-hmm. But like, good luck trying to live on a 1 income household with more than 1 kid.
Yeah.
like, I mean, I know you guys are gonna do it. Um, yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know how much you make. I don't care about all that, you know. Um,
We're gonna try it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna make it happen. Joey doesn't want to go back to work after we have a baby. I don't want her to go back to work after we have a baby. Like, her job, her life purpose, like biblically, is to raise our family.
Yeah.
Not raise our family, like that we do together,
Of course.
but to be in the home, nurture our children, teach our children, love our children. Like, that's her job.
Yeah.
And that's what she wants to do. As a husband, I'm not gonna look at my wife and tell you, no, you need to go work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna figure out how to make a way. I saw an Instagram reel the other day, and it said, like, men go through stages, and it's like, you're a single man, you're making all you need to be single, have fun, do all the things. You get a girlfriend, you immediately start looking for new ways to make money. That way, you can sustain, like, okay, I'm gonna take my girl on dates, I'm gonna do these nice things for my girl, and then you guys get married. You find a way to make a little more, get a house, you have a kid, you find a way to make more, and make it work.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of my mindset. Is if she wants to stay at home and raise our babies, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need nor want other people raising my children. I want my wife to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
so Sydney just got the news that she has to go back to work in like 6 weeks from tomorrow. And it's like, Kip's 2 months and a like couple weeks old.
mm-hmm.
Like, he's gonna be 4 months old, and what, we have to put him in daycare?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, with the other kids, your mom was in a situation to where she could watch the kids, so Sydney could still work like a little bit part time,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but mostly Sydney was there for all the kids.
Yeah.
But it's like, now your mom she's like back to work full time.
Mm-hmm.
My mom lives in Stockton.
Yeah.
You know, my stepmom works as well. Plus, they all have kids too.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, I'm trying to find ways,
Yeah.
and like, without like trying to be an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like sending her jobs, and I'm like, I know, I feel like an asshole when I'm sending them.
Yeah.
Like, stay at home jobs, like,
Which, I mean, that's different. Like, doing stuff from home.
yeah,
It is, but it isn't. Like, you're still doing work on top of like taking care of the house and everything like that, because that's a job.
it is.
And
yeah.
like, even Isaiah was telling me when we went to Nashville, like, I talked to him a little bit, and then I think I was talking to somebody else, or I saw some Instagram reels or something, and it was like, come home and help out. Like, that's one thing that I got to get better at.
Oh, me too.
Like, come home. My wife still has a full-time job, and her job doesn't stop, because she's up early with the kids. She puts the kids to bed. After the kids go to bed, okay, now we got to clean up the mess. Like, if you have a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife, like, they're working a lot.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's not fair for me to come home and say, oh, well, I just worked 10 hours. You've done 13 every day. Like, but your job is to take care of the house. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to do any of that. Which, I mean, we've got a good system anyways. Like, the stuff that needs to get done, that's like taking out the trash, picking up dog crap, like all that stuff. I take care of all that stuff anyways.
Yeah.
I get mad at her when she tries to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no.
Well, especially, I mean, I saw her yesterday. I was like, damn, that bump is bumping, girl. Like, I just saw you like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't feel like it was like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I know, she was out there trying, before everybody came over for Labor Day.
yeah.
I keep saying Labor Day, Memorial Day.
No, it's definitely not Memorial. It was
Yes,
Labor
it was
Day.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
So everybody came over for Labor Day, and the day before, she's like, oh, I need to go pick up dog poop. Like, woman, you need to sit down on the couch and make sure that my baby is doing fine in the AC.
Yeah.
I'll go pick up the dog crap.
Yeah, 100%. No, and like Sydney's really good about that. She needs to get better about asking me for help. Because, like, I'll sit there and I'll just watch whatever sports on.
Yeah.
I'll put TV on, you know.
And
I do a little bit of the cooking. She does it a lot more than me.
yeah,
But, like, whenever we don't have the kids, we're really bad about, like, neither of us want to cook.
you eat out.
So, yeah.
That's what we're bad about now. Like we went to Yogurt Mill last night, and they didn't have the ice cream that Joey wanted, and she asked me, she's like, "Can we go back to Yogurt Mill tonight? Since they have that ice cream?" I was like, I need to redo too, because we went home last night to put that pack and play together. Well, I got ice cream. I got Yogurt Mill. Instead of sitting down and eating my Yogurt Mill, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a super husband. I'm gonna put this thing together in 2 seconds." Bro, my ice cream was all melted. I was so mad, bro. I'm like,
Why do they make these things so complicated to put together?
dude, tell me about it. Like the pack and play that we got, I think it's like the same one that you guys have. So I pull it out of the box, right? I pull the bottom out.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom all latches together, but then the top don't latch together. Dude, for like 10 minutes, I was just pissed. I'm like, what is going on right now? I was so mad. And apparently you have to buckle the top up first and then push the bottom in. I was getting so mad with that thing last night, and finally I got it figured out, and I'm like, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, so that's funny that you say that you get mad at Joey when she tries to do shit. That one day I come home, the fucking crib's put together.
My sister was telling me
I
about
was
that.
like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
and we're talking, she's like the baby's still like 3 months out or
Yeah.
something like that whenever she put the crib together. No, I'm sorry. It was like 2 months out, but we had just gotten it.
Yeah.
Like, we got it for the baby shower, so we had just gotten it. So it's not like I was shirking my duties.
Yeah.
Like, I was not, like, putting it off. I was like, I'll just do it this weekend.
Yeah.
And then, no, come home, like, Monday or Tuesday, and then things, like, put together.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my God, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and she still had dinner cut. Like, I was just like, what are you doing? Like, get off your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to your point too, like I'm the same way, whereas like if Joey doesn't ask me, I'm just gonna sit around. Like I'm bad about that. And we've talked about it, and I've thought about it a lot. Like, and I think the fine line is like we don't see the things
Yeah.
that need to get done around the house. Like we know the obvious stuff, right? But like if I don't go in the kitchen, like Joey, when she's the only one that cooks. Like I'll give it to her. She does all the cooking and everything. But she's an amazing cook.
That's why when you said
she
you were
loves-
gonna barbecue, bro, I was like, oh hell no.
Hey, but I killed those
Like,
tri-tips though, right?
Yeah, you did. They
I
were
killed
good.
those tri-tips.
They were good.
First time ever cooking tri-tip, and I cooked 4 of them, and they were all chef's
Yeah, they were
kiss.
good. They were good.
But like I want to start cooking more and just helping out in that aspect. But at the same time, like if she's cooking and like she brings me my plate and like I don't go in the kitchen for 2 days, which that happens sometimes, I don't see if there's dishes in the sink. My mind doesn't think, oh, she cooked the last 2 nights. We've eaten a bunch of food in the last 2 days. There's probably dishes in the sink. My mind doesn't work like that. Like if I see it, oh, there's dishes. Like yesterday, I was like, this kid, like our house was just a mess. We really hadn't cleaned it up since Labor Day. I'd been gone for work and everything. And I was like, this is like, I'm going crazy right now. I need to clean it. So I literally cleaned the whole house yesterday morning. But like I saw it. I saw that it was dirty and I saw that it needed to be cleaned and I did it.
Yeah.
I don't always see it. So I tell her like, I need you to tell me like what you need help with and when
They
you
are
need
gonna
help.
use this against us.
I know they are.
So
I know they are.
much, dude. They're gonna be like, "Hey, the dishes need to be done. What are you doing?" Like, I don't care that Thursday night football is on and it just started last week, and you got your best player in fantasy football playing tonight. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like a fine line of like, one, I need to be more aware of my surroundings and like see when things are starting to pile up, and 2, like I gotta have a little help and be like, hey, you may not have noticed this, but I can use some help here. Like it's gotta be a give and take between the two.
So I always mess with her too, because she'll take the bag out of the trash and just put it next to the trash, and I'll look at it and I'll go do something else, because I'm like, dude, this is a character flaw and a half, bro. If somebody tells me to do something that I was already gonna do, instantly I'm just mad. Like I don't want to do it anymore. I don't know what it is,
I'm the same way.
but oh my, dude. And so I feel like that's why she doesn't tell me, because she's like hoping I'll just get up and do it. But I'm like, I haven't thrown anything away. I just took the trash out yesterday, forgetting that we have 3 kids that, eat me out of a household anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like if I'm walking to do something and somebody's like, hey, can you, like if I'm at work and like, say we're like, what we've been doing a lot, we've been pounding tea steaks around, or pounding concrete stakes to hold the pipe in place. Like if I've got a couple concrete stakes in my hand, obviously I'm probably going to go use them. Like if I'm walking over there and somebody goes, hey, can you go put those concrete stakes in? Oh, dude, I'm about to freak out, bro.
they're in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same way in
happened
that aspect.
That's happened a couple times on this job that we're doing right now, because we don't do residential. And so like we have our main boss.
Yeah.
My dad was supposed to be the project manager, but at the beginning we only had 3 guys, including my dad.
Yeah.
And the boss. So there was 4 of us there in the beginning of this job. And then, so then we brought in the project manager from one of our other shops. And so they're all like trying to figure out stuff for us to do. And now we have a bunch of guys. So I'm like, I tell one of them, hey, I'm gonna go do this. And then I'm on my way to go do it. And they're like, hey, can you go do this? I was like, oh my God, dude, I was already fucking, dude. I was like, I didn't have to be told the first time. Like, I just said I was going to go do. Yeah. Nah, I'm like.
I can't stand that, dude.
Oh, so anyways, back, sorry. Yeah, we got
we got way off.
Yeah. I don't know why I wrote down mom shit. I don't know why I did that.
Because that's what I was trying to keep moms.
Yeah, I was
trying to keep it simple.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it, like, I don't want a bunch of notes all over. In Canada, they give new moms a year. Like, I don't know what we're doing wrong as a society. I don't know.
You know what it is? We're giving all of our money to Canada.
To Canada?
We give all of our money to other countries.
Oh, yeah. I thought you just meant, like, specifically Canada.
And there's no money to pour back into...
Yeah. Yeah, no, Joe Rogan was talking about it on a podcast like a week ago, or it was like last Tuesday or something. They were talking about it, and the money that we sent to Ukraine could have literally solved poverty in the United States. And yeah, I was just like, and they actually like went through and broke down some of the numbers, and it's like when you think about stuff like that, and then like somebody that's actually like, going through it, because obviously I don't want my wife to go back to work. But I mean, we have, house payment, 2 car payments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've already discussed a little bit. Like, it'll be a different story once we have Hunter and like we figure out life as parents, and we all know that Joey's going to stay at home. So like, it'll be a different story because she'll be able to help out and stuff like that. So it's figuring out that life together. Yeah,
but I mean, like, that's, Sydney has to go back to work before Hunter's even here. It's like, what, Joey, while she's on friggin' disability at 9 months, it's like November 9th or something like that, bro.
Oh, yeah. It'll be close, but still, we're going to have that time to figure out how to be parents.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we wouldn't even ask Joey until, like, at least next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because, I mean, a newborn, and then, like, my biggest, like, this is total dad shit right here, dude. Like, never had thought about this at all. Dude, if me and my wife miss, like, him crawling for the first time or his first steps, like I'm gonna have to kill the person that was watching him. Like it never happened, dude.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna kill any of you guys if family is watching this and you guys are the one watching him for the first time. But I'm gonna be very upset.
Yeah.
Like you better just like push him over or something if he starts
Yeah.
walking.
Don't tell me about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do
If you
not.
record it and send it to me while I'm at work,
I was literally
Dude.
just gonna say that, bro. If I find out that my son is taking his first steps or doing his first crawling movements from a video that is sent to me,
yeah. If it's
I
my
will be
wife that
pissed.
sends it to me, okay,
yeah, that's a different
she
story.
was there.
That's a different story.
But if let's just say it's your mom puts me and Sydney in a group chat, and it's a video of like I told her it was like count her days because she was talking shit about his 49ers outfit last night, and she laughed at the image in our family group chat.
Yeah.
And I say your days are numbered.
Yeah, no, Joey was reading the whole thread to me while we were driving. I was laughing, dude.
Or no, to that one I said, I hope you enjoyed the last time seeing your
Yeah, yeah.
For Cowboys fans, I can't do nothing with them. Can't. Yeah.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, I know. We haven't even started talking about sports.
Yeah.
Or football. But yeah, dude, if that's the scenario, like, just don't even record it, dude. Just push them over.
Yeah.
Like, let them try again
Let
later.
him crawl, but erase it from your memory and don't
Yeah,
ever tell me
yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Let me see it first and send it to you. And even then, though, let me send it to you. And then if you say, oh, yeah, he was doing that the other day. Like, no, it never happened in
Yeah.
your care.
Yeah. Do not tell me that
Sydney's
you saw my son do any of those things before I did.
Sydney's probably crying about it as she's listening to this part right now, just thinking about it, dude.
Don't get
I
me
feel
wrong. Like,
so bad, dude.
at the end of the day, I'd be happy. Like, oh, that's cool. My son took his first steps. Yada, yada, yada. But I will be livid for a while.
Oh, dude, even if because he's gonna be so young, like I wasn't really planning on taking like a lot of time off, but because he's gonna be so small, I haven't taken any time yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I took the 2 weeks, so my work gave me a week, and then I took 3 sick days because it was a holiday weekend, whatever. So, like, if they want her to go back to work, he's only 3.5, 4 months old. Like, I'm not putting him in daycare.
No.
So, like, I'm gonna have to take some time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's what I was getting to is, if he crawls for the first time and is with me, I'm not even telling her.
Yeah.
Like, so definitely don't tell me if you're not one
You know
of
what's
his
funny though?
parents.
You know what's funny though is he's gonna crawl in front of one of you guys, and you're not gonna tell the other, and then he's gonna crawl in front of the other one, and you're gonna like.
Oh yeah,
You
we're
guys
both
are
gonna
both
be
gonna
like,
know, but at separate times.
yeah, yeah. And then it's finally gonna happen in front of both of us, and we're both gonna be like losing our minds. He's like 8 months old, crawling for the first time because it's been with us separate the whole time.
Yeah. Dude, I had my first so we've been to some ultrasounds and we did the 4D ultrasound the other day and everything, and like I've been excited. Don't get me wrong. I want to be a dad more than anything in the world. Like I'm super excited for this. But I had my first breakdown dad moment the other day. Last night we were watching Joey had Grey's Anatomy on, and when Amelia gives birth to her baby with Lincoln, I was sitting there, I was playing Rocket League. I turned around for 2 seconds to watch, bro, and I started to choke up so bad. Just with, it was joy, it was excitement. But I was holding back tears dude, that's going to be me in 2 months. I was just so excited and so overfilled with joy that I just started to break down. And I looked over at the couch my wife's not watching me, thank God. She's asleep.
Yeah. I didn't have one of those until after even in the this is actually crazy, cause I didn't it never felt real.
That's how it is for me right now.
Even in the hospital, he's born, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to take him to go like get a shot and stuff, and I'm like my wife's like open on the table because it was
Yeah.
a C-section, and I'm like you're not gonna take my son. Like I'll kill everybody in this room. You're not gonna like he's 8 seconds old.
Yeah.
And you want to go give him a Hep B shot? Like,
Yeah.
no, do not remove my son from this room. And they're like, it's like I'm over there like, are you feeling all right? Like talking to Sydney, and I don't know if I've told this story like on the podcast, but
I don't think so.
okay. 'Cause I don't want to go like crazy into it if I have already, but I don't think I have.
I don't think so.
But yeah, they asked me if I want to hold him. I'm like, of course I want to hold him, but like my wife's over there, she's open on the table.
Yeah.
Like,
Was she awake for the whole thing too?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So they're like asking her how she's doing, and I'm like talking to her, like patting her head, like trying to make sure she's good. And then they're like, "Do you want to cut the umbilical cord?" Or no. So they asked me if I wanted to hold him. I said no. Like I wanted Sydney to hold him first, like it's her baby,
Yeah.
So I'm like patting her head, and they kind of like look at me funny, like, "You want to hold him?" Like, it's like, of course I want to,
Yeah.
but like let me take care of my wife for a minute.
Yeah.
And so then they asked me to cut the umbilical cord, and I'm like, do I gotta like chew it off or like obviously I knew I was gonna cut it with scissors, but so I go over there, I cut it. Dude, this fool's pissed too. Like he does not want to be here. Like he did not want to come out.
Put me back in there.
He was not ready, dude. Like he's screaming the whole time, which is like you see it in the movies or like Grey's Anatomy all the time. They're like, why is he not crying? Why is he not crying?
Yeah.
This fool was just instant, just crying, bro.
They didn't even have to pat him on the back to get it out of him.
No, that fool was just pissed off. So I go over there, I cut the umbilical cord, and they're like, okay, you want to hold him now? No, I'm good. Like, I'm going back to my wife.
Yeah.
And like, then they brought him over, and like I held him with her.
Yeah.
But like, the whole fucking asking, like minute 1, you want to give him a shot?
Yeah.
Like he was just born.
Me and
Like
Joey
you
have been
guys hadn't even got the fucking measurements yet. And you're already talking, do you guys want to do the Hep B today? No,
Yeah.
I don't. I don't want to do it today.
Yeah. Me and Joey have been talking about that. Like, what shots do we want to get? Like, what shots do we not want to do?
I'm not a crazy anti-vaxxer. Like, definitely was not getting the COVID bullshit.
Yeah.
But-
I told her, I said, he can get the same stuff that I got because I'm fine. But, like, all the new age stuff.
When we had to first enroll in school, I want to say it was like 28 shots or something like that. Like between the age of like a month to 4 or 5 whenever you started school. It's like 62 now.
Yeah. Which we don't even need that because our kids are going to be homeschooled. So, like,
Yeah.
but I got to do some research on that stuff because I want to know what you're putting into my son.
Mm.
Like I need to know what exactly you're putting into my child because
Sorry.
100% you're not telling me the truth 60 times on what it is coming from a doctor's office.
Yeah. And again, we're not crazy anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
Like
I have all my shots and
there,
stuff.
like I never got chickenpox.
I did.
I never like actually got the chickenpox, but I got the vaccine. So
Yeah.
like, did the vaccine protect me from getting chickenpox?
Well, it's weird because they say you're supposed
Or-
to get chickenpox and then get the shot for it.
Yeah.
Like
I
we,
never got it.
I think
my
we
sister
all got it.
Yeah, my sister Sydney got it, and then but I never got it.
Yeah, I think we all got it.
Yeah, I've talked to the wife. She said,
I think doesn't she take like peanut butter baths for the chickenpox?
peanut butter. I've never heard that. I've
Oh,
heard
wow.
like it's like oatmeal.
Yeah,
Oatmeal. Yeah. I never got it though, and they're like, "You're not scared to get it now as an adult?" And I'm like, I mean, I guess, but like, I don't even know people that
I think
like.
you only get
like,
it once though. Like once you get it, I don't think you can. They give you the vaccine, you can never get it again. Something like that.
I don't know. My dad remembers like nothing about anything like that. I asked him if I got chicken pox because I don't remember, dude.
Yeah.
I don't remember getting it. And he's like, I don't fucking know. What? Sorry, Ted. My bad, dude. But,
why would I know? It's not my life. It's your life.
exactly. That's why we ran the other program.
Why?
So we could tell what time we were at. Because I have zero idea.
It says right there. Can you not read it?
Say it up there.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's dope though? Is the screen staying on the whole time. Did you change something?
I told you I changed the power save settings.
Oh,
I came out here a couple times, and my PC's been on. Yeah. And I'm like still like not logged in, nothing, just the power's on. I'm like, what the fuck's going on there? But yeah, I like it.
It was
better
the daddy
this.
long leg in the
Yeah.
back. He's
Yeah,
he turned the power on.
piece of shit.
Yeah. But yeah, back to.
Pause. I got pee.
All right.
And we're back. Okay.
Yeah, we should definitely. I was gonna go back into we need more time off for our kids and families.
I don't even think dads do, to be honest. Like I feel like
I
you
do.
should get some time, but like that conversation we were having earlier, right? Like it is our job as, like both the parents to raise the kids.
Yeah.
But like to teach them, nurture them, like especially when they're babies, and that's why like I've like not even thought about really taking time already, because like that fool's a mama's boy, dude. Like,
yeah,
and they all are.
They will be for that time of their life because that's when they need their mother the most. And like, that's one thing that it'd be awesome to see happen. Probably it will. I'll say it will never happen, but like when children make that transition from like needing their mother to needing their father, it's later in their childhood. Like when they're 4, 5, 6, when they can start understanding, like they start to understand the difference between good and bad. Like that's when you need dad, because dad's gonna direct you through that. Dad's gonna put the authority in your life that you need. Like that's when dads should be like, okay, this is when we're gonna give fathers time off, and it should be like 6 months.
You think that long? See, I go the other way. Like, it's hard because it's like, it's all preference at the end of the day. Like you're saying, get the time off. Then, like, I want the time off at like 8 months to a year, because that's like the very big milestones for like your baby. Yeah. But I don't think. I would lose my mind in 6 months, bro. Like 6 months, no work. Like if we weren't doing, we'd be putting out like 7 episodes a day if we were off at the same time. Like
depends on the time of year.
Yeah. No, not a day. I'm sorry. 7 episodes a week we'd be putting out, because I would lose my mind. But I'd just be in here one bill solo. Oh, dude. Sorry. Friggin' sidebar. People, so the Bills is the brother-in-laws. I've had a couple comments about that, because it's like you guys are a hunting podcast, blah, blah, blah. Like, you guys are called the Bills. I'm like, the capital B, capital I, capital L, capital S. Yeah. Not?
Technically, it's lowercase s.
Whatever, dude. No fuck. Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, it
apostrophe, all that stuff, whatever.
Stands for the brother-in-laws.
Yeah.
It's an acronym.
Not a bill.
Yeah.
So it's an acronym for the brother-in-laws. Yeah, anyways, continue. Sorry.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, yeah. Well, I pulled a Johnny right there. Yeah. My bad.
The Mazda? Yeah. We want to apologize also. If you guys watched the Ted Burns tapes, there was a sleeping drunkard in our video.
We've discussed some things that we want to do on the podcast with like certain people, stuff like that. We will never have somebody without a microphone in front of them again.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever want like all the bills and somebody else.
Yeah.
Like I've talked to like Russell about coming on. He's like, "Can Will come with me?" I'm like, "That would be fun."
Yeah. But like if it's Garrett, cool.
Yeah, because
If it- like,
you kind
if
of
it's-
need Johnny to fill the dead space with Garrett.
Yeah, because Garrett will just sit there
Yeah,
the
it's
whole
gonna-
time.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of a little bit of awkward silence.
Like if my dad comes on, Johnny.
Yeah.
Like there's certain people, but like
See, I don't know. I feel like your dad has a lot of stories like my dad, and I feel like we gotta
oh,
get him.
my dad's
out.
got some
And Johnny's
stories. My dad's the kind of guy though where he's like, I'm not gonna talk about that for the public. Like, I'm not telling you stories for everybody to hear.
Yeah, but I feel like with your dad, Johnny would try and lead that conversation a little bit too much.
Yeah, 100%.
So, no disrespect to Johnny. Johnny, you're a very fun guest
Johnny
for
would
us
start-
to have.
Johnny would start telling the stories for my dad.
Yeah. You're like, oh, you don't want to talk about it. I'll
Yeah.
spit this shit right now, dude.
Yeah. All right, my dad's got some, and my uncle Ivan's daughter, he's not my actual uncle, but is my dad's best friend for a long time, hunting partner. So we always called him Uncle Ivan.
Mm-hmm.
His daughter had commented on one of our Instagram posts. I think it was like one of the first couple ones. It was like, you got to get your dad on there because I want to hear hunting stories of him and my dad.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. So
Yeah. Also, a change of scenery is coming pretty quickly here.
we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
This white table.
Gotta start somewhere.
This
you
fold-up
guys have
table.
told me.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about the Dove opener a little bit?
Yeah,
I
we
know
talked
you-
about a little bit.
I know you guys slayed them out there.
Yeah, it was a slaughter fest. There was 12 or 13 of us, so we could have killed up
Hold
to.
on. Legally, you better say the exact number of people.
It was
I'm
12 or
just
13.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
So we could have killed. 195 birds. We killed between 160 and 170 in like 2.5 hours. We were done. We were wrapped up by like 8:45, pulling out by 9 o'clock, going to get breakfast. And so that property, we've hunted that property for dove for like 6 years now. I think the guys had it. So last year was our first like really, really good year. We killed almost a 5-man limit. We killed 62, just shy. We were a little shy of a 5-man, and that was like really, really good. So we had that hunt that was super good last year. Loved it. It was awesome. Well, my brother and my dad were telling me, like, because they went out there Friday, and this is almost a month ago now, or 3 weeks ago, something like that, when this podcast comes out.
Yeah, we don't have to go time.
yeah.
We've tried that.
Yeah.
We failed
So-
miserably.
So Johnny and my dad went out the Friday before opener and scouted it. And my brother's like, this is going to be the most epic dove hunt we've ever had. And I was like, I've heard that before. Like, I've heard you and Dad talk about, oh, there's birds everywhere. And then you show up and you're like, oh, we killed 5 apiece. Cool. But they were right. It was, and so usually that place we don't start shooting them until like 30 minutes after shoot time. The sun finally comes up. The birds finally start flying.
Yeah.
5 minutes, dude. 5 minutes after shoot time. I killed the first bird on the property, and it was nuts after that for 2.5 hours nonstop. Like we couldn't even go pick up birds because of the way that we were set up. So like we were all on opposite corners, basically 4 corners of the property of the one corner that we hunt. And like we're all far enough that we're at a safe distance to be shooting all the birds in the middle. But we like boom, okay, that's 1. Boom, okay, that's 2. Like keep track of your birds because if you go out there, you are going to get peppered.
Yeah.
Like my buddy Jarrett tried going out there and he was out there picking up a bird, and he got peppered, and he's like, ow. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? Well, you know that's where everybody's shooting at. Why are you out there? Get back over here. And I know Jared's going to listen to this, but he asked for it.
Yeah. Yeah, at that point, you definitely are asking for it.
Yeah, but no, yeah, that was awesome. We've never put up that, like, could have filled up my truck bed. We've never put up that kind of numbers ever out there. So that was super dope. Everybody else that I talked to too said that, like, it was a really good. A couple people I talked to, they were like, "Oh yeah, we killed 4 man." Tyler was like, slammed him and then took a nap. It seems like everybody had a really good year this year on dove opener, which last year that wasn't the story. Last year we slammed them. Everybody else that I talked to was like, I've never seen it this bad for dove season.
Damn.
Yeah. But this year it seemed like everybody was just slaughterfest, which that was dope.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah. And then we got, I know I've mentioned a couple times, Oregon opener coming up. Stoked for that. So Isaiah actually owns a company, and they rent out camper vans with like the beds and everything in them. So we're going to take one of those because it gets like the same gas mileage as my truck. So we're going to take one of those up to Oregon.
Oh,
that
cool.
way we don't have to rent a hotel. It'll save us some money on that. It'll be me, Johnny, and Johnny's buddy Albert going up there.
Tyler's not going this year.
Tyler's going, but his cousins Johnny and Anthony are going to go up there with him.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to hunt together. We're going to hunt together. Me, Johnny, and Albert are going to hunt together. My buddy John. Have you ever met my buddy John? My old football coach?
I don't know.
I don't know if you have or not.
Probably not.
We brought him up there last year, him and one of our buddies, Clinton. He's going to go back up there this year. And then I think Sam's going to end up going up there too. I just talked to him. I talked to him about it today. And I was like, go up there, dude. Like, he's been up there before once with us. And I was like, trust me, I've got plenty of spots that where me, Johnny, and Albert are going to be set. I know where Tyler's probably going to end up, which is the same spot he's hunted the last 2 years. We hunted there with him last year, and then Landon hunted with him there the year before that. He'll probably end up there again. But we're going to go up Thursday, scout Thursday night, put the birds to bed, and we have all day Friday to scout. And we're going to literally boots to the dirt.
Or you guys are going to leave at like 6 p.m. Thursday and then just scout Friday.
No, I've already told Johnny, I said,
I'll leave your ass.
Yeah. No, straight up. I was like, we're leaving Thursday. Like, if you go back to work, you're taking Thursday and Friday off. Like, we're leaving Thursday. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And he's like, all right. Because the way that my schedule works with going to work and everything, I leave. If I'm taking off to go to Oregon, I have to take Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm like, I'm not going to take that day off and then sit around here and do nothing.
Yeah. You're coming home Wednesday.
Yeah, so it's actually, I mean, it's weird anyways because I'll go back for a regular rotation, work 8 days, come home for my 6 over the next 2 weeks. And then when I go back on the 25th, I'll end up being at work until October 9th. We're working an off rotation. And I told them, like, I need to, like, I'm October 9th. I need to be out of the canyon. So whether we have a helicopter or not, like, I'm hiking out.
Yeah.
So, which that'll be weird, just because I'll have to figure out my whole suitcase situation.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up just wearing the same clothes for like 4 days if I have to. Just fly my suitcase to the top on the last day that the chopper's there, and then just, we call it scumbagging it.
That is exactly why I said I have a shower whenever you get home Saturdays and we come to record podcasts.
It's not like I'm not going to shower. I'll just be wearing the same dirty clothes every day for like
That's
4 days.
You got it. You got clothes, bro. You'll be all right.
Yeah, but if I have to hike out, if we don't have the helicopter during the off rotation, I have to hike out. I'm not hiking out my suitcase. You're tripping.
You're hiking out that suitcase. We have suitcases here, bro. You can borrow a freaking
No,
suitcase.
I have a suitcase, but I have to hike that thing out 4.5 miles out of the canyon.
I'm aware of that. I'm saying whenever you get home You come pick up a suitcase. You got extra clothes in your freaking house. I know you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You're gonna wear the same one outfit for 4 days in Oregon.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I
So,
was like, that's disgusting, though.
so at work,
Yeah.
we're gonna work.
Helicopter to come. Okay. Yeah.
So we're
cross
gonna,
wires there.
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah. We're gonna work an off rotation. That off rotation, I'm probably gonna end up having to wear the same clothes, so I can fly my bag out before I hike it out.
10-4. Okay.
But yeah, then I come home the 9th from work, turn around the 10th, wake up, get a haircut, go pick up the van. We're going to Oregon.
It's gonna be a fun time, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I got to buy my license and all that.
Driving.
It is a lot of driving. I mean, I do a lot of driving now anyways. So, like, long drives just don't bother me anymore. And I'm like, oh, it's just a short 6-hour drive to Oregon.
Yeah, and for that one, you're not gonna be alone. So
Yeah, I'll have people with me, and that's going to feel like nothing for me because I do 10 hours every week.
Yeah.
So 10 hours in one shot every week. So, but yeah, I'm excited for that. That's why I've got the mustache. Because it's hunting season, baby.
We got at least one more thing. I think we're about an hour right now. We're chilling.
You're an uncle again.
Yeah. Sydney and Tommy had another baby.
Nice.
He weighs as much as my son does now.
Nice.
2 months old. That was like 2 weeks old. We were trying to remember before we started if we had, because I think he was born like 2 days before we had my dad on, and we did say something about him being born, but we didn't say congratulations to you guys or anything like that. Obviously, I've talked to you personally, but super exciting. Because my brother-in-law's he's making moves, right?
Yeah.
Like he's turning some things around for himself.
That's good.
He's got a really good job now. I mean, he's had good jobs.
Yeah.
But
he's the one that is gonna give you that boat, right?
Yeah. So we've talked about that. They're doing the same thing. Like they're trying to figure out how to have a one-income household. They just got a place. Had a roommate, don't have a roommate anymore. So yeah, they're trying to figure all that stuff out. I'm not gonna pester them about.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Like, I mean, freaking deer season started.
Yeah.
Like, I think it starts this week.
So like the farther northern zones have started already. Those have been going for like a month.
Okay, I guess
since
it's
August.
Tuesday. Yeah. No. So they start. The one he's talking about is September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think it's already started.
Yeah,
If it doesn't happen this year, it doesn't happen, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm not worried about it at all. They got.
Yeah.
I mean, they're selling their boat. Like they're.
Yeah.
They're making moves.
What kind of boat is it? Ski
You
boat?
don't want it. It's a fishing boat. Yeah. You don't want it.
Like a bass tracker?
I'm not exactly sure what kind of boat it is. I saw it for the first time a couple days or like a couple weeks ago.
Is it like a big fishing boat? Like not like a sea boat, but like one of those.
I don't know if they've sold it yet, but I'll show you the Facebook. It's on Facebook. So
I'll have to look at it.
Yeah.
Dude, some of those bass boats, dude, are nuts.
yeah,
Those bass boats rip. I went with
I know
Mark.
it's a nice boat.
So Mark at Turner's, he won a boat with his dad at a fishing tournament years ago.
Okay.
And he took me out on his boat last year for Labor Day? Yeah, last year for Labor Day. Me, Christoph, Mark, and have you met Dave at Turner's? Dave Johnson. He's the dude that lives around the corner from you guys.
I don't know, bro.
So Dave's super cool. Dave's got a bass boat also. Those things, dude.
Oh yeah.
Those things rip. Rip. Like, it's fun sitting in one of those things. And I mean, we went to the Delta. It's like you're going out in the Delta and you got these freaking big old boats. Like, people have their like yachts and stuff out there. And the wakes that those things make, and then you're coming across doing 50 miles an hour on a bass boat, just nuts. Absolutely crazy.
Hell yeah.
But it's a fun experience.
No, I love going out. Like my dad has a pontoon now, but when I was a kid, he had the Bayliner. I mean, he sold it during COVID.
Yeah.
Had it for like 12 years and made a profit on it.
That's hard to do with a boat.
COVID killed the market for everything.
Yeah.
Everybody just had money, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, so yeah, I'm an uncle again. It's pretty cool. Can't wait to meet the little shit. He's a big boy, dude.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law's a big guy, though.
We just got to meet our niece tonight, too.
Hell yeah. There's babies all over the place
Yeah,
now.
there's babies everywhere.
Yeah.
Bro, like, me and Joey, you and my sister, Joey's sister and her husband, like, engagement, marriage, babies, all at the same time.
Yeah, we all got married within 2 months of each other.
Yeah, because I think Shelby's was...
They were the week before me.
No, that was Brady.
Oh, okay.
Shelby was October.
Oh, okay.
Shelby was October because we were first, then it was Shelby, then Brady, then you guys. But yeah, it all like our...
Yeah, crazy, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, we just got to go meet our niece tonight. She was pretty big too. She's a big baby. She got a lot of hair. Full head, dude. Like, you could give her a clean lineup right now.
Not my son, dude. That fool is bald. That fool came out with more hair than he's got now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Anything else you want to talk about? You want to talk about your trip a little bit?
Went to nasty Nashville. No, so I went to Tennessee. My best friend, old Dino Nunez. He hates me when I call him that. He is out in Tennessee living his best life. So we went out there. We spent like 2 days on the river. One day we went to a small river by their house. And that was super fun. It was a cool, like, it was kind of like Knight's Ferry vibe.
Okay.
Couple rocks to jump off of, like, backwater river.
Children stuff.
Yeah. So we took Dustin out there too. Dustin, the kid had a freaking blast, dude.
He's big now, huh?
He's huge.
Yeah. Sydney
he's
showed
like,
me a Snapchat because I mean, obviously, I met Dean before they left.
Yeah.
He was a little guy.
They didn't have him when they left.
No. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of because somebody that night that I met Dean had a kid too.
Isaiah, maybe.
Maybe.
When did you meet Dean?
This was before we all got married and stuff.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Dean?
No,
or the baby? Dustin. He's almost 3. He'll be 3 in January.
Yeah, he left. They left. Oh, no, she was pregnant. My
she was pregnant when they moved.
Yeah, my apologies.
But yeah, he's almost the size of Miles.
Oh, that doesn't
2.5.
surprise me.
Dustin's big. That kid's smart too. He's super smart. That kid's hilarious, dude. Anytime something like frustrates him,
buckle him up, Dean.
anytime something frustrates him, he'll go, "Oh, dang it." Dude, it's the cutest freaking thing ever. I'm like, God, I can't wait for my son to be here. But yeah, so we spent the first day that we were there, we spent it on the river. The second day we went to the Tennessee River, which is massive. It's like 200 yards wide. It's huge. I got to wake surf for the first time. That's actually super hard to do. Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna kill this. Like, it can't be that hard. Like, I knew it was gonna be tough, but I didn't like. And then Dean's dad was driving the boat. So like, he'd get to the perfect throttle so you can get up. And as soon as he would do that, he'd like let off a little bit and then just floor it. So like, you get slack in the line and you start to like come back down. And when you come back down, he just throttles it and just rips you forward and throws you like 6 feet in front of the board. But I got up from my back once off the water, like being in the water, and he pulled me up once. And that was pretty dope. And honestly, it only took me like 4 tries to get up. but I couldn't get back up off the water after that. Like, he just dragged me down the river for like 2 miles.
Jesus.
And then once we got done at the end of the day, so the boat ended up breaking down on us while we were out there. There's like so they're water cooled engines, those old like fishing ski boats. Okay. And there's like a little cover on the engine, and it had blown out from all the pressure and everything. Luckily we had gasket sealer in there, so we just cleaned it up real quick, got it back running.
How?
And then Dean actually, so Isaiah was sitting in the boat and he was holding on to the rope, and Dean basically put the board on the back of the boat because they've got a deck on the back. So Dean put the board on the back of the boat, and Isaiah just let him out on the rope while his dad was going. So I did that a couple times, and that's actually pretty fun. I got to ride for a while, so that was super dope. And then after that, and so we spent the whole day on the river. We left the house at like 10:30. We didn't leave the river until like 7, like Damn. Packed up. Yeah, we were all day. And then we went to Broadway for a night, just to go have some fun. That was dope. We didn't leave Broadway until like 4 o'clock. We were in the last bar until 3:15, 3:30 when Honky Tonk finally closed. And then we just kind of walked around and talked for a while. And then the last day we kind of just hung out. We ate some good food. Took Dean's Razor out. That was pretty dope.
Is that when I called you?
Yeah, that was the last day. So yeah, it was some good times, fun. I haven't seen Dean in. Well, I guess I saw him earlier this year because I saw him. He came out here for the Super Bowl in February when we had gone to Tennessee. Have I told you that story? Mm. So I called Dean like 2 weeks because we went out there to see Julie and Zach before they moved back, like a month before they moved back here.
Yeah.
So I called Dean like 2 or 3 weeks before, and I was like, "Hey, we're coming out to Tennessee. Like, we're gonna come see you. What day works best? Like, work out a whole schedule and everything." Couple days before we're going out there, I called Dean, and he's like, "Dude, guess what? I already knew, off the top." I was like, "I know what you're gonna tell me right now. I'm coming out to California." Bro, do you not remember our conversation 2 weeks ago when I told you that I was coming to Tennessee and I wanted to see you? Oh my God, I forgot, dude. I was like, are you kidding me? So luckily when we came back, he was still here. So I got to see him as he was taking off to go to the airport. But like actually spend time with him. It's been almost 2 years since because our honeymoon was when we went out there. That was the last time I'd seen him. So that was fun. Good time out there.
Yeah.
Nashville's dope.
Never been.
You gotta go. You gotta
Don't
go
really care to go.
You love it. You would love it.
My wife went for the first time without me. I'm good. I'm trying to go see new shit together. I got a lot of places I want to go. Nashville is at like the very, very like one of the last places that I care to go. I'd go to Mexico again before I go there. So that's the next big trip that I'm going, unless I go to Alaska before I go there. Mm-hmm. But yeah. It's that in Alaska. Oh, so Lexi's getting married in December. My stepsister.
What?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh, they got engaged a while back.
What the heck? I don't think I ever saw anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I didn't post it, so
yeah.
I haven't even posted my son. Sydney gives me so much shit about that. I'm like,
I don't care. I really don't post that much.
I got hella pictures of him.
Yeah, that's all that counts.
Yeah, I see him every day.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I see the pictures every day. Obviously, I see my son every day too. But I see the pictures every day. But so yeah, they're getting married in December. He asked me to be a groomsman. Very cool.
Nice.
And then he's actually either left yesterday or left today. Italy. Yeah, he got stationed in Italy. So yeah. So she's literally getting married in December. No honeymoon. Bam.
Gone to
Italy.
Italy?
Italy, dude.
Dang.
She's literally like,
My
I was
wife-
over there. I was over there over the weekend, and she's on her phone. Or no, sorry, last weekend for our family fantasy draft.
Yeah.
And she's like sitting at the counter. Me and my dad are like chopping up meat and onions and stuff to make tacos, and she's like learning Italian on her phone. Like, yeah, dude.
My wife's gonna be so sad. So Lexi does her facials right
Mm-hmm.
now. My wife's gonna be so sad.
Oh yeah,
So sad.
I'm sure she knows. We're just out of the loop, bro.
Yeah, she probably.
Yeah.
she
She
probably
probably-
does. She's probably already
knew,
looking
yeah.
and scanning for new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Nashville. I love Tennessee in general. Like just the pace of life, how everything looks. Like it's. Next time I go out there, we'll go. I'll take you
So
with me.
I listen, or like mostly I see the clips, but there's a podcast, Shits and Gigs. Have you seen it? They're clips on like TikTok, social media. So they're out of England, right? But the United States has like their biggest viewership.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously we're a lot bigger than England. You lost the war.
Want to tax us?
Yeah. 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 We
And now
friggin'
we
we
just-
really escaped that
Yeah.
one. Now we got a friggin' yeah, we got way more than that. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that.
The podcast in England.
Oh yeah, so they went on a tour to the United States recently. They do like live shows and shit. It's dope. Like they sell like
that's
they
sick.
sell like 5,000 seats for a live podcast.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. In the United States too.
That's like TED level.
Yeah.
TED
yeah,
Talks.
Yeah. But anyway, that has nothing to do with what I was gonna say. But they do like segments and stuff on their podcast, and they were talking about like traveling, like because like everybody in England, like they leave the country,
Yeah.
and they're like, it's crazy like talking to like so many American people, and like they never leave the United States, and then they're like, well, whenever you start thinking about how big it is, like there's so many places to see in your own country.
Yeah.
You don't even have to get a passport for it.
Yeah.
I'm the complete fucking opposite of that.
You want to get?
I
out of
don't
this
care.
place?
I don't care to see not another state, bro. Like, of course, like I have family in Oregon. I'd go there. Obviously, hopefully everything lines up next year to where I can do the Oregon trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, friggin' Bill's podcast on the road, baby.
Yep.
Hopefully do stuff like that. But I mean, Hawaii, Alaska, like that's a lot different than like,
Yeah.
if I go to Colorado, dude, like I don't
will
ca-
say,
like,
like-
these places are awesome. I would move there.
Yeah.
Like I'd move anywhere out of California tomorrow.
Yeah.
If we could move the podcast and we could move like the family with
Yeah.
all the kids and not have to give up.
We've
Our
been
entire-
talking about that forever.
Bro.
Buying a plot of land somewhere,
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
3 houses on it. Mm-hmm. Golden.
Yeah, no, like I guess like if it was to go see like your uncle and stuff, and you know,
So I've kind of changed my perspective on that because I was the same way. Like, I don't need to travel nowhere in the U.S. Like, it don't matter to me. After working in the Grand Canyon, I'm like, I'd never go back to the Grand Canyon to travel and see the Grand Canyon. I've seen it. Trust me, it is
dude,
awesome.
that's gonna be the worst family trip when your wife's like, we gotta take
Let's
the
go see the Grand
kids. We
Canyon."
gotta take the kids to go see the Grand Canyon.
I told her,
In,
I said,
like,
we'll
10
do it
years.
once. I said, we'll do it once.
Drive past and be like, yep, I did that.
There's a
You're
big
gonna
old
be
hole in the ground.
Do you,
We broke him.
you're gonna you're gonna be the friggin' ultimate blue collar dad. I built that.
But yeah, I like it's working in the Grand Canyon's kind of changed my perspective. Like I do want to travel and see what's out there. Like it's like even when we go to Oregon, you drive past like Shasta and stuff. Like it's gorgeous up there, beautiful. And I definitely want to do a little bit more of that.
Shit's for the birds for me, bro. I'm good, dude. Like you guys have family in Alaska. I would love to go.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to
But
Alaska.
so what I'm scared of traveling somewhere in the United States, because like I don't want to move outside the United States.
Yeah.
Like that's not what I mean. Like traveling, I want to go outside the United States because I know I'm gonna be like, I miss home.
Mm-hmm.
If I travel in the United States, like I'm nervous if we ever take our friggin' trip back to Oklahoma. I might fuck around and not come back, dude. Like I'm not joking about this at all.
Yeah.
If we take a trip outside of California and go to Colorado to visit your mom's best friend, like we've made plans about that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, very drunken plans. It's probably never gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like terrified that
You're not gonna come back,
dude. Because I hate California even more than I did before I went to fucking Oklahoma.
What's scary about that for me too is like I could do that and I'd still have my job.
Yeah.
Because I traveled anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I don't know if moving to Oklahoma is the best move for that.
No, but
the drive's like 20 hours.
Yeah, but it would be a flight at that point. Like they'd book me flights and everything. Because like we have a couple of supers. Like one of my supers lives in Pennsylvania. One of them lives in Tennessee. Actually, like 30 minutes from where Dean lives. Mm-hmm. So like they do it, but the thing for me is like with Joey, because her family like her stepdad and her mom just moved back here earlier this year.
No, we could still go.
That'd be the thing that holds me back is like the rest of our families here, because we talked about going to Oregon. Like we talked about buying a camper when we had the baby.
Don't go to Oregon. Dude.
Or no. Sorry, not Oregon, Arizona. Yeah. So we talked about buying a camper because I can put it.
It's so hot.
I can put my camper at work.
Yeah.
Like we built a whole thing for it, so I could take a camper to work, put it there, and just live there with my wife. But the rest of our family's back home. My wife's gonna be by herself 8 days out of the week.
That's why we gotta go together.
Nothing to do because she's gonna be sitting in a camper with the baby all day.
That's why we gotta go together.
Yeah.
I mean, not to that bullshit, but
yeah,
no. Like one place that I could visit in the United States that I wouldn't care to like live there is like New York.
Oh no.
Like
I don't even. My wife wants me to take her to New York. I told her, I said, we'll fly to New York, watch a Yankees game. What was one day in New York? I said, we'll fly to New York. I'll take you to do breakfast at Tiffany's, because that's like a dream of hers.
What is Tiffany? What is that?
You literally buy a bagel and you sit outside Tiffany & Co. or whatever the jewelry store is called.
Or something?
Yeah, and you drink a coffee and you eat a bagel. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Is it from a movie?
I have no idea, but it's a dream of hers. So okay. I want to make it happen. And she wants to go to a Yankees game at the Yankee Stadium. So I was like, all right, we'll make a deal. One day, we fly out there for one day. You can do breakfast at Tiffany's with your mom, because her mom's a Yankees fan too. We'll go to the game, turn around and fly home.
No, I wouldn't come home. That's a lot of wasted time. I could probably spend like a week there. Like
I couldn't. I'd go crazy.
I could do it. I'd lose my mind.
It's the people.
Any longer than that.
It's the people. I would lose my mind.
Dude, I lose it. Like, I will not go to Chick-fil-A in California after going in Oklahoma. Like, the Chick-fil-A service in Oklahoma as opposed to California is totally different.
Well, that's because
everybody here acts like everybody in New York, everybody in these big LA, these big cities, like they all have somewhere better to be.
Yeah.
But like, dude, like Oklahoma, everywhere we went, dude, it was just everybody was so nice, and so I would never leave.
Yeah.
My wife would say that the lady at Buffalo Wild Wings was very rude, but yeah,
it's just the quality of life, how the pace of life. Life is so much slower out there. Like,
yeah,
it's the quality is so much better because you don't have people stacked on top of each other. Like if you're like Dean's house, he's got like a whole acre of land.
If they add card games to that casino, I definitely will not come back. That was the biggest disappointment of the whole Oklahoma trip, was us walking from the hotel to that casino and they only have slots.
Oh, me, you, and Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That walk was fun. It was fun. It was a fun night.
Yeah.
But I didn't play slots at the time. I changed my mind on that a little bit, but yeah.
Slots are crazy though. Slots will get you. When I was in Elko,
Yeah, you lose a lot of money.
when I was in Elko, I got $10 of free play. I went up like $300 and worked it back down to 30.
Oh, dude. So we went, I can't even remember what we went for, but we went to Table Mountain up there. Friggin' forever of a drive. My buddy Russell was up $1,800 in 12 minutes that we were there. Like the first 12 minutes, I wasn't even inside yet. I was still in the parking lot drinking a beer because obviously in California you can't like walk around with alcohol in casinos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the parking lot drinking a beer. Came back in. This fool's like showed me the ticket. $1,800, bro.
I'd have turned around and walked out.
We went so Sydney and I were up too. We went, got the hotel room for the night. We go to dinner. Russell's like, I got dinner. Don't even worry about it, dude. And so he paid for dinner. I paid for drinks, which was pretty much even split anyways.
Yeah.
I was down to like $70.
Like you
after being up 30 or like 300, like between me and Sydney combined.
Yeah.
So that's why we got the hotel room to down to like $70 out of the 600 that I brought. And so, yeah. Russell was done and I stayed out till like 1:30.
Yeah.
Sydney was pregnant. She was pissed.
So you were out. So you brought 600.
I brought 600. Sydney brought 2.
And you had $800. You went up $300.
Yeah, we were up to like 1,100. Got the hotel room, so it was 1,150. I had 70, like
$1,150 for the hotel room.
No.
Or that's what you guys were up to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up to like 1,150, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Out of my 600 that I brought, I was down to like 70. Out of the 200 that Sydney brought, she had like 220. But I was like, yeah. So
I told hit one slot machine and won $20, and she's like, yay!
Yeah, probably. In the morning, I woke up hungover as hell. I was like, I'm walking out of here with nothing, or I'm winning my money back. Freaking walked down, same slot that Russell hit 1,800 on, won 180, pulled it out, put another 20 in, won 140, pulled it out, put another 20 in, won like $180. Then I was up like 120, and Sydney was also up like $200 in the morning as well.
So my sister's up to 420 at this point.
Yeah, so our hotel room was paid for just off of Sydney's winning, right?
Okay.
So she took her money out.
So you were up, at this point, you're up 120 from the 600. So you won the whole 600 back and then went up 120?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just go big bets on 100. I said I was gonna break even, or I was gonna walk out of here with nothing. I broke even plus some. I freaking big bet, like $20 spins. Fucking hit nothing. Pulled my money out. Walked out. Said bye to Russell and Amanda. Fucking see ya. We're going home. Friggin' made it home just in time to watch kickoff with the 49ers game with my dad. Yeah. That was my last casino trip, and I'm still upset that I didn't get to go again.
Yeah.
Before the baby was here, because now it's like, when am I going to go?
I know we talked about going a couple of times.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not big in casinos.
Yeah,
I was when I worked in Elko, because that was really the only thing that I had to do. Because there's nothing to do. There's literally nothing to do in Elko. So it was like casino or go to the bowling alley and play pool or bowl. That's like, you can only throw a bowling ball so much before your arm feels like it's going to fall off.
Oh, yeah.
And playing pool, Robert and Brenton would be drinking, and like, they're both single, so they're trying to get chicks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'd rather go sit at a blackjack table and play like $60.
There you go. Why not?
Because I can play $60 and stay at $60 all night.
Yeah. So since I don't get to go to casinos and stuff anymore, I'm just a degenerate sports gambler now. So,
I know. I walked in the house last night and you're like, well, Aaron Rodgers threw a pick and I lost both my parlays.
So I never take people going against the 49ers, dude. It fucking irritates me. We were going to talk a little bit about sports, super glad that the NFL's back.
Yeah.
But by the time this one comes out,
The Niners and the Cowboys will both be 2-0.
yeah,
We'll be
yeah,
happy.
Yeah.
We'll catch back up on that when I come back from work.
Yeah. I'm hoping whenever you come back to like for Stockton, after your Oregon trip and all that,
Yeah.
we can start like recording one, like for current stuff,
Yeah.
for that week,
Yeah.
and then like have our recorded
Yeah.
previous, by then we'll definitely be at 2 episodes a week though.
Oh yeah. When I come back after this next trip to work that I leave for tomorrow, we'll get a ton pumped out.
Yeah, because I've been having a lot of people being like, I love you guys' podcast. I get very frustrated when the episodes are only like 45 minutes and there's only one a week. So
yeah, we'll definitely get some more out. I do gotta save a day though when I come back because that's the weekend of my birthday and my anniversary.
Yeah.
So
now we'll figure it out. But
yeah, we got more coming to you guys.
Yeah.
Trust and believe.
Yeah, we've been thinking about a bunch of stuff. We don't have to give it away or anything.
No, but yeah, we've been working on a lot of stuff, trying to better this. I've been slacking on the Instagram, honestly. The Instagram sucked for a couple weeks.
I haven't posted a clip on TikTok in 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
Life has just slapped me down the last couple weeks. So.
And that's what happens when you've got, like, when this is a hobby and you do this for fun.
Dude, I almost have a starting 5 in my house, too, so it's,
Yeah, it's a different story when this is just something you're doing for fun. But, I mean, we try to do our best, try to make it our best work. I know that there's nothing that me and you both dive into that we're not giving as much as we can to that.
Yeah, we've talked about that, and yeah, I mean, look, like we hadn't even planned what we were gonna talk about on our first episode, and we spent $1,000 on podcast equipment.
Yeah.
So, and that has nothing to do with like how much my computer costs. Yeah. So
we do everything wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
No half-assery here.
Our wives may not like that the most, but we were talking about that earlier. All the prices of honey and everything. She's like, I know. Like, I'm glad that you have your hobby, and I'm glad that you love it. I'm glad that you have something to do that you love. But I hate how expensive it is.
Oh, dude. So I was like, Sydney and I do not have something that we do together, right? Like we never have. Like our spending time together is after the kids go to bed and we just sit there and we watch TV. Like we don't talk, we don't do anything. So today one of my coworkers bought a fucking tattoo gun over the weekend and gave 12 tattoos to his random like drew the freaking Coors Light shit on his leg. Like, dude. So I told Sydney, I was like, we have to get a tattoo gun. Like, I think it would be so much fun. Like, and I'm not saying like first time ever touching a tattoo gun, put a tattoo on me.
Yeah.
Like obviously I love tattoos, but I want them to look good.
Yeah.
But yeah, he bought like the fake skin, like all that stuff. Like, dude, a tattoo gun, $250.
That's it?
Yeah. I'm like,
I
was like, why don't we start like a YouTube channel, like learn to friggin' tattoo with us here. That would be.
Let's take a minute and pray for Andrew because he's about to get into another hobby.
Yeah. But something to do with my wife, Like I'm trying to convince. I'm talking her into it, bro. I'm like, this is an investment, babe. Because you already saying you want your sleeve done. What if you could do it yourself?
Bro, then she could just work out of the garage.
That's what I'm saying. You want a work from home job.
But we gotta wrap this up and get inside because we've got something to pitch to her.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining another episode of the Bills Podcast. This is actually a fun one.
Also, another thing, if there's something that you guys want us to talk about, leave it in the comments or just text us personally because most of you guys, like, you guys have our phone numbers.
Yeah.
Because the two oldest people that listen to this podcast are the only people that know how to comment on Spotify.
No, so actually...
You figured it out?
So I didn't figure it out. It's actually an update that happened a couple weeks ago that, like, you go into a podcast. Let me pull a podcast up here. So, my Spotify's offline.
That was shots fired, Dulce, by the way.
Yeah, we all know my mom's old.
No, that was shots fired because what she was trying to do to my son last night. That was bullshit, but I was mad.
So, where's it at? So, if you click on the episode, it says leave a comment.
Oh, that's cool.
So, that update just happened. Like, it happened as soon as we started putting our podcast out.
Yeah, see, you said a couple weeks ago, and I was like, she commented on the first ever episode. That was...
My whole time frame is all messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining another episode of the Bills podcast.
You guys are killing it.
We got a lot of stuff coming. I'm going to have a lot more time spent at home, so we're going to be putting out a lot more podcasts. Our social medias are going to get better because we're going to have more time to pour into that. But yeah, we got a lot of good things coming to you guys. We're excited. We're looking forward to it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Peace.